All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're taking a deep dive into a theatrical adaptation of Rudyard Kipling's Jungle Book.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I love Jungle Book.
And what we've got is a script preview from Pioneer Drama Service.
Cool.
But here's the thing.
What's that?
This isn't your typical, kids version of the Jungle Book. You know?
Oh, really?
Yeah, just glancing through this preview.
Okay.
There's a character named Ricky Tikki.
Ricky Tikki.
You know Ricky Tikki.
Not really.
Or 18 lines. I don't know about you.
Oh, okay.
I'm already kind of...
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But we've got our expert here to help us unpack this thing.
So right off the bat,
Yeah.
it's really interesting that this adaptation is called Just Jungle Book.
Okay.
And it's pulled specifically from Kipling's Mowgli stories. And it's a musical.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
A musical.
It's
Okay,
a-
so I'm picturing
Yeah.
lush jungle setting,
Right.
animals singing and dancing.
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
It's going to be vibrant.
Yeah, so who's the creative mind behind this?
So this adaptation is by Vera Morris.
Okay.
And just as a reminder, of course, this script is copyrighted.
Of course.
So anybody who wants to produce this on stage will need to get those licenses.
I've got to make sure we're following the rules.
Exactly.
But okay, the character list.
Yes.
I was looking at this earlier.
It's a jungle out there.
It is. It really is. I feel like I'm,
It's a who's who
yeah,
of the jungle.
it is a who's who of the jungle.
Yes. And right away, we see Mowgli has 97 lines.
97.
Yeah, which makes sense,
Yeah.
given that it's taken specifically from the Mowgli stories.
Yeah, so.
Well, he's our main man.
Yeah, he's our man.
Front and center.
Our main character.
Exactly.
And you're right, though, the rest of the list
It's a rich...
is such a cool mix
Yeah.
of jungle characters.
Absolutely. We've got Naira, Chitra,
Yeah.
Baloo, Bagheera.
Love Bagheera.
Those familiar names. Yeah.
But then you have Ricky Tikki,
There he is.
Kai the Python,
Ooh.
a peacock named Moore,
Okay.
even a cobra guarding treasure.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait. Cobra guarding treasure.
Yeah.
That's
It's intriguing.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when we look at the line distribution,
Okay.
it gets even more interesting.
All right.
Shere Khan, the classic villain,
Yeah.
has 48 lines,
Okay.
which is a lot more than the 15
Yeah.
that our treasure guarding cobra has.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
So Shere Khan's role
Clearly,
is more than just
Yeah.
protecting this treasure.
it's a bigger threat.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think you're spot on. I think Vera Morris might be
Yeah.
using Shere Khan to show us something
Deeper.
deeper.
Yes.
Yeah.
About the dangers of the jungle itself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's another thing
Yeah.
that I noticed.
Most of these roles can be played by either male or female actors.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's great.
Because it just means
Yeah.
it makes it so open
It's flexible.
for different interpretations.
Exactly.
And I think it really allows us to focus on the characters.
Excel.
Yeah, not on any preconceived notions
Oh,
of
exactly.
what they should be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is a great example of making a classic story relevant
Yeah.
for today's audience.
Totally. And
Yeah.
speaking of relevant, we were talking about this being a musical earlier.
Yeah.
What kind of musical moments do you think we're gonna get with these characters?
Yeah.
Because that to me is
Yeah.
the thing that I
Oh,
kind of
my.
latched onto
It's exciting.
right away.
Yeah.
A jungle full of
It's just
singing and dancing animals.
trying
There's
to potential.
so much there.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely. With all these different personalities.
Yeah, with such a diverse range of characters, you could have such a variety of musical styles.
Yeah.
Just imagine a really sly, jazzy number
Uh-huh.
for Shere Khan.
Okay.
Full of low growls and menacing rhythm.
Oh my gosh.
Right. Bringing out that predatory nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
So dimly lit stage,
Yeah.
maybe some smoke,
Uh-huh.
little atmosphere,
Cut the mood.
and then Shere Khan slinks out
Yes.
and is singing about how he's gonna rule the jungle.
Exactly.
How good.
Yeah. And then you could have a completely different vibe
Yeah.
for Baloo.
Okay.
Maybe something playful and bluesy
Okay.
as he teaches Mowgli the ways of the jungle.
I like that.
Yeah. You could even work in some jungle drums and flutes
Yeah.
to give it that really authentic,
Jungle.
yeah, that jungle feel.
Oh, Baloo with
yeah.
the bluesy jungle vibe.
Uh-huh.
I love
It
it.
just fits his personality.
Yeah. It's the jungle's version of Hakuna Matata.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what about
Yeah.
a big boisterous number for the monkeys?
Okay.
They could be swinging from vines,
Mm-hmm.
throwing fruit,
Yeah.
all while belting out a song about the joys of chaos
Yes.
and freedom.
Yes. Oh, that's perfect.
That high energy,
That mischievous
chaotic chord.
energy.
Yeah,
Oh, I love it.
I can see the audience clapping along.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about some of the other characters, though? Like
Yeah.
Ka the Python.
Yeah.
What kind of musical number
What could you do?
would you create for a giant snake?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm imagining Ka's song would be kind of hypnotic
okay.
and mesmerizing.
Oh,
Almost like a lullaby
okay.
with a winding melody
Okay.
that reflects his movements.
Okay.
Something that like draws you in,
Uh-huh.
but also hints at that hidden danger.
Ooh, I like that a lot. You're like building this whole soundtrack
And or
in my head.
exciting to think about.
Yeah, it really is, and I think it
Yeah.
really shows
Yeah.
how much potential
Yeah.
there is in this.
It's taking those familiar characters and
Yeah.
giving them new layers
Yeah.
through music.
Totally. It's really showcasing
Yeah.
what music can do
The power of music to tell a story.
for a story.
Yeah. But beyond the music,
Yeah.
think about the visuals.
Okay.
I mean, this is the jungle,
Yeah.
a world of vibrant colors
Yeah.
and lush foliage.
Yeah.
The set design could be breathtaking.
Absolutely.
Right.
You could have towering trees.
Yes.
You could have dense undergrowth,
Uh-huh.
maybe even a little hidden cave
Right?
where Mowgli finds shelter.
Yeah.
The costumes.
The costumes would be incredible.
Oh my God.
Imagine like elaborate headdresses for the wolves,
Okay.
shimmering scales
Okay.
for the cobra,
Yeah.
and maybe even a giant puppet
Oh my God.
for Ka winding its way through the set.
That would be so cool.
It would be a feast for the eyes.
The wood
Yeah.
and the lighting.
Our lighting.
You could use spotlights to create dramatic shadows.
Mhm.
Maybe some dappled lighting to mimic the sunlight
Yeah.
filtering through the leaves.
The possibilities are really endless.
It's true.
It's true.
The stage would become a living, breathing jungle.
I love that.
Yeah, and it reminds us that these stories aren't just for children.
Right.
They explore these universal themes
Yeah.
of belonging, identity, and the power of nature.
And those themes really do resonate with everybody.
They do,
I mean, we all
at any age.
struggle with finding our place in the world, figuring out who we are, and
Yeah.
feeling connected to something larger than ourselves.
Absolutely.
And the jungle is just such a
It's just
such a unique
it's just unique.
and captivating setting.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it really makes you think about how Vera Morris brought all those things together
Yeah.
in this adaptation.
It's the question I keep asking myself
Yeah.
as we're looking through this preview.
Right.
We see hints of it
Yeah.
in the characters,
Mm.
the lines,
Yeah.
the focus on Mowgli.
Yeah.
But it's like we're only seeing
It's like a little.
a few threads
Yeah.
of a larger tapestry.
A tapestry. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Because we've got these individual elements,
Yeah.
but it's how they all fit together
Exactly.
that makes the whole picture. And that's what makes this so interesting,
Yeah. Huh?
right?
Yeah.
We're getting to see,
Like a behind the scenes.
yeah, a behind the scenes look.
Peek at the process.
Yeah.
Before it all comes together.
Yeah. And so for our listener
Yeah.
who's now totally hooked on this Jungle Book adaptation,
Right.
what do you think is the biggest takeaway?
I think the biggest takeaway is that this isn't just a retell. It's a reimagining.
Okay.
Taking the heart of Kipling's work
Yeah.
and looking at it in a new way.
Okay.
Through music.
It's like taking a classic novel
Yeah.
and turning it into a symphony,
I like that.
right? You're
Yeah.
using different instruments,
Mhm.
different rhythms,
Yeah.
but the main melody is still there.
Exactly.
And I think that's what makes adaptation so cool,
Yeah.
because it allows us to experience these familiar stories
Yeah.
in new ways.
Absolutely.
And it reminds us that these stories, they really are timeless.
Timeless. They
Yeah.
speak to everyone.
Yeah.
No matter what.
They transcend
Generations and culture.
generations and cultures. Yeah.
Whether we're reading the original
Yeah.
or watching a movie
Uh-huh.
or seeing a musical,
Yeah.
the Jungle Book still has that power
Absolutely.
to captivate and inspire.
It does. Well, this has been awesome.
It has.
This deep dive.
It's been fun.
It's been a blast.
Explore.
It's been like a whirlwind tour of the jungle
Yeah.
with all of its beauty and danger
For all its wonder.
and its wonder.
Yes.
And I think our listener
I hope
is
so.
probably ready to keep exploring.
I think so.
So what advice would you give them?
Well, This script preview gave us a glimpse,
Yeah,
but it leaves us with a lot of questions.
so many.
What kind of journey is Mowgli gonna take?
Yeah.
How will the jungle come to life on stage?
Uh-huh.
How will these characters be reinterpreted through song and dance?
These are the best questions.
I know. And the best way to answer them
Yeah.
is to see the show.
Yeah, so to our listener,
If you get the chance,
if you get the chance to see this musical,
don't miss it.
don't miss it.
It's gonna be an unforgettable journey.
Yeah, and until then,
Keep exploring.
keep exploring those stories
Receive
that
questions.
spark your imagination.
Yes.
Until next time, happy listening.